Hello, my name is Kim Bohm, and this is my Iowa Reading Research Review. The task was to research one article and two websites listed on the Iowa Reading Research Center's website. So my main focus was building vocabulary, specifically in kindergarten. The article's title was Enhancing Basal Vocabulary Instruction in Kindergarten by Ashley Lundfest and Deborah K. Reed. The first website was titled Help Your Child with Vocabulary and Comprehension, and the second website was titled Curriculum Information for Parents, and this is from the Florida Center for Reading Research. So let's jump right in. The article is again titled Enhancing Basal Vocabulary Instruction in Kindergarten. This article addresses how teachers can add 15 minutes of higher order instructional activities to daily reading lessons to deepen students' understanding of target vocabulary and also offer multiple exposures to the words in different contexts. This enhanced basal vocabulary instruction model was field tested in two configurations of the kindergarten reading block. And these experiences within the classroom provides us insight into how the model can feasibly be implemented in small or whole group formats in order to improve students' learning and engagement. This article reviews what is known about basal-based and evidence-based vocabulary instruction, and then they present a model for merging these sources of recommendations. The merge model is referred to as enhanced basal vocabulary instruction, and this is what was tested in the field. The results of the study offer us insights into how the classroom teachers might be able to implement this instructional approach. Let's see. So the article gave 7 steps to implement this in the classroom. The first step was selecting vocabulary. So the vocabulary was coming from a combination of thematic and general academic words from the core curriculum, and this includes 66 vocabulary terms, and so you would essentially be teaching or instructing 10 to 12 vocabulary words per week. Step 2 is preparing for implementation. So the teacher, in order to prepare for implementation with her kindergartens, had her students practice procedures for managing their tasks on their own and not interrupting the teacher unless there was an urgent matter that couldn't be solved independently. One procedure taught to assist students in determining when they should interrupt her or ask her questions was called Ask 3 and then Ask Me. So the student would be asking 3 classmates or friends before asking the teacher. And when implemented correctly, this procedure can indicate to the teacher that at least 4 students are showing a lack of understanding. Therefore, it is important that the teacher would stop and clarify the directions or the skill. Step 3 is introducing words. This might include discussing the terms before a book, or the beginning portion of a lesson, and then introducing the words using definitions and having the students say the words aloud or repeat definitions, things like that. Step 4 is recording words. So this might include word walls. The kindergarten classroom in the article, the kindergarten teacher wrote new target vocab terms on sentence strip paper and placed these on a reading vocab word wall. And as words were revisited during a second read aloud or in another big book story, the teacher referenced the posted vocabulary words and reiterated the definitions of the words to the students. Step 5 is deepening the students' knowledge of words. So this is the fun 15 minutes of hands-on activities, and it gives students additional exposures to the target vocabulary words, and it is found to be effective in intervention research. Some higher order activities used to deepen students' knowledge of the target vocabulary words might include collaboratively creating a sentence using the word, or predicting the meaning of related words by looking at a picture. Step 6 is reviewing words. So this kindergarten students had a word folder, and they took their vocabulary folders, and they kept them in their desk, and they referred back to for mainly 2 reasons. One, they would take their vocab folders home weekly and share with their friends or family, and this provided tangible material in order to foster conversations between parents and children at home. Number 2, it helped create the opportunity for repeated exposure and gradual deepening of students' knowledge about the terms. And the word folders can also be used to refer back to for more understanding, or the materials used to learn those vocabulary words, or possibly a transition to the day's lesson. So last step is monitoring students' vocabulary knowledge, and this was done by 2 assessments during the week, which were a pre-test and a post-test. And basically the way they looked were the teacher showed students a picture representing one of the 10 or 12 vocabulary words introduced that week, and the student was asked to either name the picture or state the action occurring in the picture. So that's how they were assessed. So let's move on to the website. The first one was titled Help Your Child with Vocabulary and Comprehension. So this was actually a video, and it explained how storytelling can help your children learn. Storytelling can help children learn new vocabulary, story structure, and possibly comprehension. Let's see here. So this video is mainly appropriate for parents of preschoolers or kindergarten, but it was also a good reminder to me as an educator to share stories within the classroom to my students. Telling stories can help your child do better in school. Real life stories of everyday life are just like stories you find in print. They have a start, a middle, and an end. So this can help with story structure. Stories can also help children learn because they hear words they may have never heard before. It also helps with critical thinking skills, and which help kids get along. And something important to know is storytelling, no matter how old you are, is important, and it can help you read. The second website was titled Curriculum Information for Parents. This website listed suggestions for things that parents can do to help the reading growth of their children. All the suggestions on this website come from research on the way children learn to read. And if you do some of these suggestions regularly in a motivating and supportive way, they can help your child make faster progress in learning to read. Something I liked about this article was that it was divided by age level or grade, so it can work as a easy guide for parents as their children grow. Something negative I noticed is it didn't provide any suggestions for earlier than kindergarten. I know children aren't usually expected to read earlier than kindergarten, but there are still things parents can do to help support the reading growth of their children before kindergarten. In the future, I would use both these websites as to inform parents, so I would include them possibly in a newsletter or email, things like that. Okay, I think that is about it. Thank you for watching.